So step one, identify your CMMC level. This is typically going to take right at about 2 weeks. The reason that is, and we'll get into in a second, is it's very hard to find some of this data. And what we do and how we reference it is we look at existing contract requirements that we have today. So the very first one lining up is with CMMC level 1. We're going to look at the FAR clause that we have, typically referred to as the FAR 15 or 15 cybersecurity requirements. And this deals with federal contracting information. So you're going to look at your contracts you have today and see if that does exist in there. For CMMC level 2, that deals with controlled and classified information, and we need to look at the DFAR 7012 clause in the contracts today. If you have questions about that, make sure to ask your prime or your contracting officer to understand what kind of CUI you're going to be receiving or potentially creating. And very last is CMMC level 3. This also deals with CUI and also a type called critical CUI. And this is DFAR 7012 again, but also according to Stacy, we now know that if you've gone through a current DIBCAC assessment, you're very likely going to meet CMMC level 3. And that applies to NIST 800-172 controls that we'll probably talk about a little bit later. So all in about 2 weeks, it's going to take you to identify the contracts that you have today. And then for management to meet together and not only see what the current requirements are, but where the business wants to move, right? If you want to start taking on more work or open up specific lines of business that have stronger requirements around them, like controlled and classified information.